Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Happy Pride to everyone. I know here in New York and across the country, people are celebrating Pride, and I didn't expect to go live this afternoon. I have a couple of meetings that I need to do. I have a video that's going to premiere after this live. More Real Housewives of Atlanta related information and gossip and all of that. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I appreciate everyone being here. Look, I understand we said 12 o'clock, but I also have to give people time to get into the room. We planned this live at last minute. Y'all gonna be strong if I'm a couple of minutes late. Okay, y'all gonna be strong. You're gonna be strong because, as I said to you before, right before this, I filmed another video for more information. And there's so many other things. It's only me, y'all. There's no team. Shout out to my mods, though. The mods are part of the team. I appreciate everyone being here. So I want to talk about this. There's a lot of information, and I know it's some information that we've already talked about before, but more and more people are talking about it. So I have to remind y'all that we've talked about this. So there's pregnancy rumors. I had to put my whiteboard up here just to remind me of everything that I need to talk about during this afternoon live. Shout out to everyone. Thank you, Gala. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone's patience. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Love from London. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to come to London very soon. Very soon. I will be in Europe this fall. FYI to everyone. So again, I apologize for being late. And yes, I put somebody in timeout for pointing it out. And I'll do it again. Mess with me. I don't block people unless you really like crude. But I will put you on timeout. Ask Miriam. I actually do it with Miriam for fun. Just because she likes it. Shout out to Miriam. And shout out to everyone that calls in and that's a part of our growing channel here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. So let's just get into what I brought you here for, because after this, I have another video that I'm premiering, and I have to record something with Femtaro. It's a busy day, and it's Pride. Look, I gotta work. All right, guys, let's get into this. So a couple of things, and as always, we will be citing our sources in the description of the video after the live, because apparently when I do it before the live, people take it and then they don't cite the sources. Come on, respect the sources. I'm having a little shake, y'all. Okay, let's get. Thank you, Ivy girl. Appreciate the love, everyone. I appreciate everyone in the that supports the channel. Period. And I saw some people say that they just, they've been following the channel for a while, but they just subscribed. Look, I love it. I appreciate the support. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live. They were also live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook, the Kempire on Twitter, and the Kempire on Twitch. So a couple of things. Oh, Lord, where do I start? Okay. Tasha K posted a video earlier today talking about some of the things that we've been talking about Simon's, actual net worth, about the purchase of that $1 million home that he's put up for sale now. So a couple of things. So, we did a video, I think it was like almost 2 weeks ago, where we talked about an alleged open relationship between Falynn Gobadia and Simon Gobadia. Now we're hearing a little bit more about that. Other sources are confirming that that's what it was. It was an open business relationship, that Falynn and Simon, their big goal, their big plot was to get on reality TV. And they were going to focus on one particular castmate. And these are Tasha K's words. Porsha was the easy target, the easy, naive target. Okay. But is Porsha in on the plot? I'm starting to think that she might be, because it gives her a storyline. Y'all already been saying y'all don't believe the body language between Porsha and Simon, that you don't believe it. And we'll talk about some other things that Porsha and Simon on the internet. So what we're hearing is that Simon and Falynn allegedly, everything I say is a legend for entertainment purposes only. It's only for my commentary. I got to put that in there. The lawyers tell me I have to. that this relationship, that they were gunning to be on reality TV, that this was their goal, that they had an alleged open relationship, that Falynn isn't as innocent as she has portrayed herself to be on social media. I don't know. I don't know Falynn. I don't know her. Thank you, Missia, for the super chat. She says, that's so crazy. Well, you forgot one word. Open business relationship. And we'll talk about the Falynn pregnancy rumors. Are they true? We'll see. Hold on. Let me just move this out of my way. Okay. If you're just joining us, we are talking some more Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's a lot to get into. I literally had to do a separate video because there's just so much to talk about in this video. All right. So back to this. So according to this Tasha K conversation, and it's not just Tasha K. We've been talking about here on the channel about the open relationship. You know, we reported on that a couple of weeks ago at this point. I'm going to put all those videos in this video after the live. We talked about this open relationship, but now she's saying it's an open business relationship, that Falynn and Simon were gunning to be on reality TV. And once they had their opportunity, they purchased this home exclusively for reality TV. You remember we also talked about how allegedly Simon had all the, fancy cars and the garage open when filming came to their home. And the producers reportedly told them to put all that stuff away. And then we also heard, hold on. And we talked about this too. Shout out to Tisa Tells. She did a deep dive into Simon's businesses. We heard that his businesses aren't as prosperous, that his net worth isn't as prosperous as he claims them to be. But that would make sense if this is a whole plot between all three of them. And the whole idea of Shamia being the one that hooked them up, we hear that that's just BS, but we kind of knew that already. But then we also heard from Marlo that, she's the African Connect in Atlanta. This is all alleged. Look, I literally have a whiteboard here of just reminding me everything that I need to talk about. So he's not as wealthy as he claims to be. Also, I took some notes too, y'all. You see the amount of work that y'all wondering why I'm late? Y'all wondering why I'm late? Because I'm taking notes. I'm doing videos. I'm booking other videos I have to do. Hold on. Okay. So again, we will be citing our sources. So as I said to you before, if you're just joining us, shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. We're talking about Falynn Gobadi and Simon Gobadi's open business relationship, allegedly. That this whole reality TV move on Atlanta was purposeful. They bought the house allegedly for being on the show, and they allegedly had an eye out to target a cast member for this alleged plot. And all of you have been saying this. All of you have been saying this is just a plot for reality TV to make up something for reality TV because this is just too sensational. This is too sensational. And maybe part of me believed it. I was like, damn, y'all really just going to be out here in the streets doing this? Oh, damn. Anyways. Also, in Tasha K's video, she says that Falynn doesn't speak the way that she normally speaks. She speaks a little bit more hood. She also alleges that Falynn isn't raising her children. It's actually her mother raising her children. So is Falynn just not who we think she is? I'm not owning her. I'm not owning Drew. They are no longer my Taurus sisters. Only Taurus sister I'm claiming this week is Candy. Congratulations to Candy and the Broadway show, which I heard about the Broadway show before Candy attached herself to this. One of the actors that's in it had announced it, and I was like, oh, I'm excited. Can't wait to see this Broadway show. And now Candy, we find out that Candy's a part of it and producing it. So congratulations to my Taurus sister, Candy. I'm not owning Drew. I'm not owning Falynn. Oh, and the other Taurus sister that I am owning this week, Emily D. Baker. Shout out to her. I love her. Okay. Mr. Okoye? Tasha K is credible since when? I'm just mentioning Tasha K because she mentioned it this morning. We've been talking about these details for a few weeks. She's added some stuff to it, though. And look, as I said to you before, some of this stuff we think is not necessarily true, and then it comes out later and we're like, oh, so everyone is pretty much confirming what we thought. Okay? Anyways. So, hold on. Let me look at my notes, y'all. And also this part, Simon's net worth is not exactly what we think it is. We've talked about that. We had other YouTubers talk about it, do a deep dive into it. And we've all speculated that this was all for TV. But we're hearing that we're not going to necessarily see Falynn at all. Multiple sources. Shout out to Tamara Tattles. She also had a little bit of an exclusive this week. As always, we will be citing our sources. So she also had a post that she posted just last night talking about filming. Speaking of filming, before we even get into that, let me just show you. There was a photo of them filming. Let's get into that. Let me show you. Shout out to our friends over at the Peach Report Daily. Love them. And I said to you before, we just did a video this week talking about them filming for this new 3-part series that's supposed to be a spinoff. But according to Tamara Tattles, we have actually a title, and it's not going to be 3. It's going to be 6 episodes. And it's going to be in conjunction. It's going to be in conjunction with the release of Porsha's new book, The Pursuit of Porsha. So let's get into what Tamara Tattles was reporting. Hold on, y'all. I have so many windows open right now. If you're just joining us, we're talking about some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. We are talking about allegedly Falynn and Simon's open business relationship. We talked about this open relationship allegations just a couple of weeks ago, probably not even a couple of weeks ago. So according to Tamara Tattles, this is what we're finding out. So they started filming Porsha's 6-part series now is what we should say. We're not going to see Falynn. If you thought Falynn was going to be on this new season, Falynn is not. She already kind of alluded to that during her interview with our boy Up and Adam. It sounds as if we're not going to see Falynn at all. Pregnancy rumors. Before I get into the Pursuit of Porsha and this 6-part series, there are pregnancy rumors. Falynn addressed these pregnancy rumors. But after people saw a picture, let me pull this out now. You know, I like to cite my sources. Shout out to everyone over at the ATL Picks. People are thinking that Falynn's pregnant. I don't feel like Falynn's pregnant, but I'm not Falynn. So this is what people are alluding that might be Falynn being pregnant. Okay. To me, first of all, it looks a little bit like an old pic. That also is Jalen Banks, y'all calling her trusted Judy, whatever it may be. People are thinking that she's pregnant here. Someone sent me a picture the other day of Cynthia Bailey being pregnant. And I said, these pregnancy rumors and pics, I'm like, unless you really got a big belly, I'm not going to assume anyone's pregnant, especially because, some days you swollen. Look, some days you just had a really good meal. I don't believe that in this picture is proof enough that Falynn is pregnant. But Falynn has addressed, when she posted up, I'm surprised she even did this. When she posted this, ask a question on social media, she addressed the comment. She addressed it. Hold on, let me just take this from back here. Someone asked, "Are you pregnant?" She responded, "This rumor came from a hurt person, aka Simon Gobadia. If or when I am pregnant, that will be my story to share with the world, not a man's." Okay. This also makes me again go back to thinking that this is a plot between Falynn, Simon, and Porsha. Because I honestly feel as if, why wouldn't you just say, if you're not pregnant, I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Why would you make it seem as if maybe you're pregnant? Maybe the original plan was so that she would be on the show. From what we're hearing, according to Tamara Tattles, though, Kenya did film a phone call with her and Falynn, allegedly, for the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but we won't see Falynn on the show. But there might be a phone call. There might be a phone call. I don't know. I don't honestly believe that this picture is proof enough that Falynn might be pregnant. If anything, the way that Falynn addressed this makes me think that she might be pregnant. Because why wouldn't you just say, I'm not pregnant? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't she just say, I'm not pregnant? I'm trying to understand. So in regards to the phone call, I see some of you have a question in regards. So let me get into what they're saying. According to Tamara Tattles, as always, we will be citing our sources in the description of this video. We have over 500 something people in the chat like this video. So this is what we're hearing. Okay, let me just find that piece over here. So according to Tamara Tattles, then I updated a glimmer of hope about Falynn at least getting a phone call filmed with Kenya for her side of the situation. So there was a glimmer of hope that we had that Falynn might be on the show. But from what we're hearing, Falynn will not appear on the new season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But there was a phone call between her and Kenya. Will we see that? Maybe not. Because we know there were scenes that were filmed that were not included in season 13 that were important to the story. But as I said to you before, Porsha was seen filming her new show. Let's take a look at that again. So for those that are just joining us. So as you can see, this is Porsha filming with her fiance, who's still married to Falynn at least till November. Filming their new 6-part series that we're hearing will be released around the time that she puts out her book, The Pursuit of Porsha. DC says, if Falynn is pregnant, it's Simon's, in my opinion. Shout out to my girl, Layla Lynn, because shout out to her, because she always does her due diligence. She always finds out some of the things that I would never think about looking up. So my girl Layla did a video talking about these pregnancy rumors. So there's still pregnancy rumors with Falynn. But like I said, if Falynn really wanted to dispel these pregnancy rumors, all she had to do in this particular one, when someone sent her a question on Instagram, are you pregnant? All she had is like, no, I'm not pregnant. It was done by a hurt man. I am not pregnant. No, this is how she responds. This rumor came from a hurt person. If or when I am pregnant, that will be my story to share with the world, not a man's. But that's still not answering the question, Falynn. And mind you, when you get those questions, you could literally not answer them. You can skip. You don't have to post it up. So you took the intention to write it and respond to it and share it. Which goes back to why I originally did this video. Is this a whole plot between Simon, Falynn, to get on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Maybe. All right, let's get into some of these other stuff that I wanted to report. So again, all my sources will be cited in the description of this video. I just want to make sure I've gotten everything right. Filming for The Real Housewives of Atlanta still hasn't officially started. The pickups haven't really been put out. But what we're hearing, Cynthia's still on the fence in regards to it. That's why when Cynthia dropped by Wendy Williams, she didn't say, no, I'm not fired. I have a contract for this new season, because those contracts haven't been signed by all the ladies yet. But we're hearing still Porsha will come back. Kenya will be coming back. Drew is coming back. I know. Who else is there? Of course, Shamia and Marlon will be coming back as friends of. Candy will be coming back from what we're hearing. But Cynthia's still on she's still on the cutting block. We shall see. All right, so let me get into some of this other stuff that I wanted to talk about. So because they have to play this up for TV. When I saw this comment that Dennis McKinley posted on his social media, I was like, what are we doing here? We already thought it was awkward when they posted that Mother's Day post, and we didn't know the relationship between Simon, Porsha, and Dennis. And he wished her luck then. And we were all like, what is going on here? What is going on? So with that being said, Dennis took to social media to comment. I'm just trying to find the right words, y'all. To comment on a recent picture. Porsha just turned 40 this week. Happy belated birthday, Porsha. So he took to her social media. Again, shout out to our friends over at the Bleacher Report Daily, and said this. Let me just pick this up, y'all. I'm missing all y'all comments, to be honest with you, y'all. Did someone say happy Friday? Is it Friday? It's Saturday, right? Don't mix me up, y'all. I can't take being mixed up today. Okay, so again, shout out to our friends over at the Bleacher Report Daily. So Porsha posted this in celebration of her 40th birthday. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live there. We're also live on Facebook, Kempire Daily on Facebook as well. So she posted this picture, and then Dennis McKinley, who she has PJ with, she was also engaged to him. He says this, okay, P. Willie, I forgot you was engaged. I was about to hit your line after this post. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. But isn't he dating that girl from the Bad Girls Club? Did they break up already? Someone in the comments already were saying, in quotes, it's getting weird, Nene Leaks. Oh my God. So this made Simon probably get in his feelings, because then Simon started to go in all these birthday pictures of hers and put hashtag mine with a heart. And then he posted a photo of Porsha in his stories and put heart hashtag mine. Oh, Lord, the insecurity. What is going on with these? I told you there was a lot of information, and I'm probably missing out on some other things. I will have a video premiering after this one, talking more Real Housewives of Atlanta, but the Real Housewives All-Stars and the tea that was dropping there. It's about Cynthia, Kenya, and some other stuff. So be sure to check that out in just a second. I will be dropping the link for you guys to call in and weigh in on your thoughts as well. Matter of fact, let me drop it now. You know what? Once we get to 200 likes, I'll drop the call-in link, because I want to hear what everyone's saying. You guys are hilarious. I missed a lot of your comments. I apologize. It's just I have a lot of windows open. Hold on. Let me just make sure there's nothing I miss. Porsha looks great for her 40th birthday. Let me just make sure I have everything here. So if you're just joining us, we were talking about Falynn Gobadia and Simon Gobadia's plot to be on reality TV. People are thinking that this whole Porsha drama situation was a plot for them to get on TV. Has it gone wrong because now Falynn's not necessarily a part of it anymore? Hopes of her being on the show is very unlikely at this point. Filming for the Real Housewives of Atlanta has not officially started. We're hearing that there was a phone call filmed reportedly between Kenya and Falynn. Not sure it's going to make it on the show, especially if the producers are not interested in Falynn's side of the story. And of course, Porsha is already filming her 6-part series. We originally thought it was going to be 3 parts. Now we're hearing that it's going to be 6 parts, and it's going to be released around the release of her book, The Pursuit of Porsha, which is coming out in November, from what we hear. There's some other things that I wanted to get in. Hold on. And we're hearing that the filming for this, the working title allegedly is Porsha for Real, how original. It's supposed to be filming for 2 weeks. Porsha is going to be a producer along with Truly Original, who produces Potomac and Atlanta. And again, it's going to coincide with the pursuit of Porsha, her book that's coming out. Kandi, we heard, is finally filming her OLG series as well. I'm really excited for Kandi's OLG series because I really feel like that has the potential, if it's done right, to be very big. But yeah. No. Oh, we're already at 200. Let me drop the link for you guys to call in because I want to hear your thoughts. Call in. And again, we will be dropping another video right after this one. I just have to do the thumbnail, y'all. Just got to do the thumbnail. Y'all have no idea the amount of work it takes to do what I do. So if I'm a little late, y'all gonna have to be strong because I'm still doing work for y'all behind the scenes. Be strong. Also, people complain that I start on time or I release the T2 information, the T2 early, and then y'all come in. What's happening? What did I miss? That's why I try to give you time to get in here. We have almost 700 people in the chat. Be sure to like this video if you haven't liked it already. Again, we have a new episode of my podcast that came out this week. It's a conversation with Up and Adam and his partner, Jason, in honor of Pride Month. Be sure to check that out. And don't forget to rate and review Kempire Radio. Links are available at kempireradio.com or just go to Kempire Radio on your favorite podcast platform. Hold on, y'all. Let me just do this. Let's take this. Hold on, y'all. And let me just pin this. Hold on, y'all. Let me pin this. Hold on. Let me see what everyone's saying. All right, callers. I'm going to take some of your calls. But again, please keep it straight to the point because I want to make sure we're able to get to everyone that's calling in. For TikTok, for those that are wondering what we're talking about, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live there. And we're also live on Facebook, The Kempire. And we're live on Kempire Daily on Facebook, The Kempire on Twitter, and The Kempire on Twitch. All right, let's take some calls. Shalia, I'll come bring you up. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What are your thoughts on all of this conversation right now?
It's just messy. And I knew from the beginning that something was not right. Like, this was just too much mess. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't sit right with me. And Simon is desperate. He's an old man. He's desperate. And just, sir, just go sit down somewhere. Like, there's no need for you to be that relevant. You haven't been relevant for all these years. So please just stay that way. And for Porsha, I really hope that that this isn't as calculated as we think it is. Because if it is, then it's just another stain on her reputation. And it's really going to turn people away from her and make people not like her, even in addition to the people that already don't like her right now. Yeah. So I hope it isn't true. But that's pretty much it. It's just messy. Lots of mess.
Do you believe that Falynn is pregnant?
With her response, I'm not going to disqualify that. Because like you said, all she had to do was say no. It's not that deep for you to go into this whole full-fledged story about not a man's story and all this stuff like that. Girl, just say yes or no. So I wouldn't say that she isn't just because if you're pregnant, just say so.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get that. But then it leads to me to believe that she is also in on this plot and storyline.
Very true. Very true. It's a mess. And like I said, it's going to be horrible for Porsha's reputation if she's behind this. I
agree. Thank you so much, Shalia, for calling in. Any other thoughts before I let you go?
No. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Shell, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can very clearly. That's what I love.
Oh my God, I love your show, Kempire. Like, I love tuning in and just reading the chat and listening to the callers call in. So, I'm honored to, give my opinion. And okay, so I was reading the comments and I agreed with one of the messages that someone said, like, people love to hate Porsha. Well, I mean, Porsha is, to me, like the new Kenya in a way. Like, I feel like she just kind of replaced that feeling that people had towards Kenya, you know? And Simon is just giving me like number one clout chaser. Like he's old, he has money, or does he really have money? And it's
Oh,
like it's just all about relevancy with them. And I feel like he met his perfect match when it comes to Porsha. Like they seem to love the attention that they're getting, whether it's negative or positive.
yeah.
So and we're all kind of feeding into it because it's just a mess. And come on, let's
I'm trying to figure it out in my head.
kind of like the mess.
But you know what it is? The reason why I keep reporting on it is because a lot of you guys get into my DMs, a lot of you comment and say, Kempire, did you hear? And blah, blah, blah. And then when it's so many people, it's like, all right, I need to report on this because so many people want. And then I have to start doing and matching up all of the information. I'm listening to the Tasha K thing. I'm seeing what Tamara Tattles are saying. I'm seeing what the streets are saying. I'm seeing what other people. And I'm like, this is making, but we've been talking about this sort of Simon not having the money that he says he has, that this is possibly a plot. We've been talking about that since the beginning, but now it's becoming a little bit more clearer that it might be a plot.
Yeah, like I think it was yesterday I caught a live with Lovely T, and she kind of dove deep into his finances and like how he purchased his home. And it's like, it's true, millionaires don't move the way that Simon's been moving, where you purchase a $40 million home, but yet you've only lived in it for about 5 or 6 months and then you're already selling it again. It's like, you know, I'm studying for my real estate license, and those are just not moves that you make in terms of investing. And it's just giving me, I mean, it's giving me scammer, and it has nothing to do with where he's from. So don't come for me, y'all Nigerians. I'm just saying it's
There's a correction. He bought a $5 million home, I believe it was.
Yes, he bought a $5 million home. So, you know, like I said, he doesn't have to stretch his resources. I'm not saying for him to do that, but I'm saying that in the time that he purchased it was when RHOA was filming. Yeah. So it was a fairly new home. And so it's giving me very much like appearance wise, we need to look a certain way because I need to be seen in a certain way in terms of my finances. And now it's like everything's coming back out where it's like, come on, Simon, you wanted all this attention, but I don't think you realize this attention will come in the results of us kind of doing the research on our end and digging deep.
Well, rumor on the street was when they started filming and they were going to film at Simon and Falyn's home that he's now selling. Rumor has it that he had all the garage doors open. He had the fancy cars out, and it was producers who told him to put it away.
What? Yeah. So come on, the producers knew. They knew. And I wonder when they heard of Porsha and him getting together, if they truly believed it. Because we were all skeptical. And, you know, I saw the tattoo, and it is a real tattoo that she got on her neck of his middle name. And
is it a real tattoo? Some people speculated that it was henna.
It could very well be. I mean, I don't know. It looks kind of deep. I have a few tattoos, so I know what it looks like in the beginning just before it's going to start peeling. So it's giving me real, but it's like, girl, say it with your chest, get the first name, honey, not the middle name. But with that name, I feel like she could turn it into love. Like, what is it? Tove or something like that? Like, I don't know. I feel like she could change the T to an L.
It's Eeyore. Wait a second.
Dior?
It's Eeyore.
Eeyore. She gonna switch that to Dior once things go south. Watch.
But in this day and age, tattoo removal is so easy.
That is very true. I don't know if you realize, but Rihanna changed the tattoo on her ankle that she had with Drake of 16 years. She put like some kind of crown. I said, and how convenient that she revealed it the night she went out with ASAP. It's like kind of like throwing it in his face.
Oh,
and now Porsha's throwing it in our face, honey. Like, yeah.
Sidebar, if you're not a part of the texting community, everyone, matter of fact, let me put that up. I posted a text yesterday. So the texting community gets things that I don't necessarily talk about on other platforms. Okay. I actually saw the video of Rihanna not getting into a club because she forgot her ID at home, and the man would not let her in. And she was with A$AP Rocky. He would not let her in.
They had a video of the inside of like A$AP trying to argue on her behalf, like let her in. Do you know who she is? And yeah, that Italian bowhead guy, he was not with it. He's like, I don't care who she is. I need the ID. Okay, so I mean, and that's New York. They don't play. I'm from New York, so we need identification, Miss Riri.
Yep. They don't. Okay. I mean, I've had that happen to me. Not to say that I'm anybody, but I've actually had the New York City ID identification. They're like, no, we need something else. I was like, this is New York City.
Yeah, listen, I had a fake ID back in the days. Okay, it's not difficult, and with those scanners they have, they're just not playing that. But I had a question for you because I heard you ask the other caller about Falynn being pregnant.
Yes,
you know, people, it's not hard to believe that she may be. Celebrities, whether she's a celebrity, if you consider her one or not, are being very slick in terms of like posting old photos or videos from a while back, just being really clever when it comes to hiding a pregnancy that we just, unless we really catch it, like them on the move, it's not like, you know, inconceivable. So just kind of keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But I agree with the other caller. Say it with your chest. It's a yes or a no. But then again, as a woman, you don't have to disclose, you know, that, you know, personal business of yours. But come on, you're in the streets, you're in the media, which means you're fair game. And if someone asks you a direct question, just come out and say like yes or no if you are, because we're gonna find out.
Or she didn't have to post that question.
That's true as well.
Because you have to choose to post that and respond to that question. She decided to respond to it.
Yeah, because Simon was taking digs at her about her, you know, having a baby with that other guy. And it not being his. So maybe that was just her way of speaking up. But I feel at this point, Falynn is kind of just like, she's going to be a non-factor as time goes on, because if she's not on RHOA, the news of her and Simon and the whole divorce and stuff will just kind of fade away, I feel. So either she's reaching for some kind of relevancy, you know, or storyline. I just feel like Falynn won't be on our minds as time goes on. Hate to say it.
She's already not on the minds of the producers. They don't want her on the show. And I'm like, oh, this is not good.
I mean, because when you think about it, aside from the divorce with Simon and her, and what else does she have going on? Like, for real though, you know, she kind of jumped into the news with that modeling thing against the guy who was talking about Christy Teigen, but it's like
Michael Costello.
Yeah, she was reaching for some kind of like staying power, but it's just not staying. It's not. We need to know more of what are you modeling? Like what I'm not even getting like Instagram model vibes from her either. Like she's very much a mystery on what she does. And I'm sorry, change your name. I don't know if she has already, because you're still tied to Simon in some way. And it's just like, you're not going to be, there's just no staying power with her as time goes on. So if RHOA doesn't want you'll fade into the wind, unfortunately. Unless you have some.
And this will be my final question to you, because we have a couple people that have called in. Do you believe, though, that she was a part of this plot in regards to getting on the show, and it sort of kind of blew up in her face?
I am one of those people where I feel like they're all in cahoots, and it's, people really need to stretch their mind about that. That is not really something that you could say is inconceivable. Like, they all need relevancy. They all want to get a bag in some ways, and I just feel like they kind of all in cahoots with it. You know,
there was another part of that story where she was talking. Tasha K was saying that that Falynn isn't raising her children; her mother's raising her children. Do you believe that?
I mean, I don't think so. I feel like Falynn is a really good mom. She's giving me really good mom vibes. Yeah, she doesn't have to post her kids all over the Instagram. I mean, she's been dragged the past couple of months. So, you know, why would you want your kids out there? And she does have an attachment to the two kids that Simon has. So it could just be her protecting them. But you know, and she actually said she didn't like the traveling with Simon. Like, I think she liked the money and the things that she got from Simon, but she didn't like having to go everywhere he wants to go. And Porsha seems to enjoy that. So it works out, you know. But I never want to judge a woman on how she is with her kids. I don't have kids, but I just feel like that's, personal to them. But, I don't see the kids and she doesn't have to show them. So that's my take on it.
Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And I'll continue to watch. I follow you on all your platforms. So I will join that text number that you have. I think that's the only thing that I'm not linked to you with.
Thank you so much, Shell. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, we have almost 900 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics, not just about Porsha, or the reality TV housewives and things like that. Don't forget, we have a video coming up after this one. It's all about Cynthia Bailey and her feud with Kenya. I'll be posting that video shortly after. Just has some couple of things that I have to do with that. But before we do that, I have a couple more callers that I want to take before we get into that. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I appreciate your feedback. Look, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with any of the sources. But as I said to you before, the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because we've talked about these allegations in a couple of different videos. So to hear that other people are confirming it with other folks is interesting. And that's part of the reason I'm keeping you in the loop of what people are saying on the streets. All right. Okay. Oh, let's see. Hold on. T. Maria's here. Hold on. Hey, T. Maria.
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. One second, T. Maria. Let me just say thank you everyone for the super chats and super sticker. Thank you, Shell, for the super sticker. T. Maria, what are your thoughts on it? Because there was a lot of stuff that we talked about this morning already.
Yes. Well, I don't think it's a plot because who will it benefit? Who will it really benefit? Do you think that Porsha will really do that to herself? It will hurt her, if anything. So I don't think it's a plot. But I do think that it is kind of sketchy. And if Fallon is really pregnant, then it's Simon's baby.
Speaking of, let me show you guys something. And again, and I started talking about this, and I didn't get to show what I wanted to show everyone. Shout out to my girl Layla Lynn. As always, we will be citing our sources in the description of this video after the live. So there's a law in Georgia in regards to pregnancy and the husband's responsibility, even if it's not his child. And I just wanted to show this to you guys. Look, let me go under here. So a child born within the confines of a marriage. Under Georgia law, if a child is born to a woman who is married, the law presumes that the father of the child is the husband. The law considers what is in the best interest of the child. Thus, if a mother has a child within a marriage whose father is not the husband, it is crucial that the action is taken immediately. Otherwise, the court may refuse to give the biological father rights in the life of the child. Are you kidding me? These states are interesting. What do you think about that, T. Maria?
It's very laughable, but in this case, I do. If she is really pregnant, then I think it's Simon's child.
Really?
I don't think that she would be that stupid to be married, and get pregnant for someone else, and then saying that if and when she's pregnant, she should have just said, no, I'm not pregnant. But I think that she really wants to go on Real Housewives. What I think though, Candy is a master plotter. Remember, she plotted for Kenya to come back on the show. And now Kenya might be teaming up with Candy to try to see if she can get on the show by a phone call. And I think that we might see her because they always keep parties, events, and so forth. And at one point they are going to invite Fallon, especially Kenya.
I definitely see Kenya trying to, but if the producers are not interested, will it happen? Will we ever see it?
They're not interested because Fallon is collateral damage. I think that they are going to show Porsha and Simon in a light. It might not be favorable for Simon. So I think it's best for her to lay low now. Maybe she can try for next season, but for now, it's okay. She does not have to be on the show, because it's basically Love and Hip Hop 2.0 based on what I'm hearing. It doesn't make any sense. If they were going to put someone from Love and Hip Hop, the best person would have been Yandy. So it it doesn't make any sense. Why light skin Keisha? Who
Well,
is she?
they still
Like,
haven't confirmed that yet, but I don't know.
well, I think that if there was supposed to be a person, it could be Yandy would be a great choice since she has moved over to Atlanta now. And what I really think they should have just stick in well, they should have tried to keep it with the older ladies, 50 40s, 50s, 60s. What I would really love is to get like a golden girl vibe from a Bravo kind of reality housewife vibes. I want to see rich older women. How do they maintain themselves? How do they earn all this money? I would think that that would be a great show to watch. These
Okay.
young girls are giddy. It doesn't make any sense sometimes.
Well, you know what it is. They tried the young girl situation with Latoya and Drew last year, and based on what we are hearing, it worked in regards to viewership in that demographic. So I don't see them leaning away from that, i.e., a light skinned Keisha.
Mm. That light skin thing is not gonna work. It's not going to work. She needs to change that name. If she is going to be on a Real Housewives of Atlanta, well, she will vibe with Porsha because she did the same thing to her friend, which is to take her friend's man. So I think they would vibe pretty well.
Oh, damn. I forgot about that part.
Yes, she did. So I think they would vibe very well. But overall, I don't think it is a plot. I don't think that Portia would do this to herself because it wouldn't look good. And I just think that she should get a few Birkin bag, pack up, and go back to Dennis.
Okay. Back to Dennis. That's where you want her to go back to.
Yeah, well, it does. Well, I don't see the difference really between Simon and Dennis. It's just that if she goes back to Dennis, then some of the heat will come off her.
Okay.
They're not really different. They are both cheaters, manipulators, liars. So that's her type. Women has type, and that's her type.
Okay. T. Maria, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, bye.
She said that's her type. Damn. Lonnie's here. I'm gonna bring Lonnie up, but before we do that, we have almost 900 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on the channel. Happy Pride to everyone that's watching around the world. I love it when I see our international folks. That's part of the reason why I love to do the afternoon lives, because it's a good time for our international folks that usually watch the replay. I see a lot of people talking about Yandy in the comments. I want to point something out, though. Yandy was recently on Love and Hip Hop, and I think Yandy might have a contract that conflicts with being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Yandy on this new season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in a while because people like Yandy with the fake storylines. But anyways, I've digressed. Let me take this call. Lonnie, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Belated birthday, Lonnie.
Thank you. I'm like, just chilling out at home today because I'm taking Danielle out on the town of Philly. So excited for that. But I wanted to make a comment more so on the aspect of Bravo and the whole Porsha situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know that you said that she was holding out on her contract. And I think she's like looking at the producers and executives and Andy trying to push this as her storyline. And as both me and you know, even if Porsha signs her contract, even if she films with Simon, that does not necessarily mean that that is not going to end up on the editor's floor and just get cut.
Yeah.
And with Bravo and with their platform of the Housewives, this whole throuple, or taking this husband and this whole messiness, it's not really in line with what Bravo's, it doesn't fit Bravo's platform. They want to see like the drama between the women, not drama with, you took this husband, now this one's pregnant or that one's pregnant. It does not, that kind of stuff does not really fit their programming. That is, and not to always bring up Love and Hip Hop, but that's the only reality TV show that I can kind of use that's on TV that would kind of give you an idea. But that is more of a Love and Hip Hop situation. That is not a housewife situation. That doesn't really mesh with what their platform is. They want to see drama between the women, things like that. Not a messy situation of what Porsha's doing. And a part of me also thinks is like, she likes finding rich men and using them, because I think that's kind of like what her mama likes to do. And I kind of just get
allegedly.
that vibe. Allegedly, but I really do get that vibe. And I think a lot of people feel that vibe too. Like, that's just kind of how they roll, and but for her to want to push this storyline for Bravo, it's not going to work. And it's not something that they're interested in. And Simon definitely wants to be on the show. And again, Simon, you need to understand that even if you film, you may get excited because the camera crew is with you. But I can probably guess 10 out of 10, you're probably going to be cut out because they're not really interested you in this drama. They're not. And for the light-skinned Keisha to be on the show, now, granted, I understand there's some women that they have brought on the show that was not married. I totally understand that. But they have had backgrounds where they were known, i.e. Kenya. It wasn't like she was just some unknown person. I get that. Yes, she was unmarried, but they really need to focus on bringing married women into the show, bringing on women who are wealthy, because that's what we want to see. Bringing in light-skinned Keisha, who's always down to fight somebody, is not with what the show was built on. And you can't fight on the show. Like, she's always like really like hype to like fight somebody. And I'm just like, look how she was with Akbar, hanging out of the window, like ready to fight, and I'm just like, that's just not Bravo. And I don't want to see that on a housewife show. I don't want to see that. I don't think she would be a good fit. I think that they really just, my opinion, they just need to redo the whole cast. I think that they really just need to go to the drawing board and start over with the show. Don't be bringing these Love and Hip Hop people over. And I don't want to see Porsha's threesome on the TV. I don't. And I don't think producers do either. They don't want that. They're not interested in that. And I think she is trying to push that storyline and, of course, get more money. And I think she's like, well, I have the storyline, which will bring more viewers. But again, producers know that that's not their platform to want to see this messiness. They want to see the messiness within the group.
Oh, damn. What do you think about Falynn and her involvement in this alleged plot and her denying? Well, she didn't really deny being pregnant. Do you think she's pregnant?
It's hard to say. Like, I don't know. Like, I can see her saying like she's pregnant and doing this plot. But then again, it's like, if you're not, why wouldn't you say it? That you're not. So I think she is just kind of dropping little bread trails to kind of stay relevant. And keep us guessing and keep us wondering. Because if, she doesn't really confirm anything or doesn't confirm anything, it's going to keep people talking and wondering and guessing. And then it's keeping her relevant on the blogs and, social media and things like that. So, I mean, if she is, and if it is Simon's, I think it would be Simon's. I don't think she would be that dumb to be careless sleeping with someone else. But then again, things happen.
I'm about to say, I was like, we've seen it happen before. And based on what we've been hearing,
things happen. But I mean, if she was pregnant by Simon, just say it. And then you'll have even more bigger plot twists. And then you'll still be in, people's, blogs and celebrity gossip and all that kind of stuff. But I just think that they're all really thirsty.
Well, thank you, Lottie, for calling in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Take care.
Bye. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a couple more callers. Callers, please be brief because I'm trying to keep this under an hour. Look, under an hour if we can, because y'all know I'm booked and busy. I have a new video I'm going to be premiering probably in the next half hour. It's all about Cynthia and Kenya's alleged beef. There was just too much information to talk about in this video. Be sure to watch that video after the live. Finally, Justice, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey, can you hear me good?
A little bit. What's going on? What you want to say?
I was wanted to just say that, I think maybe it was the plot was actually for the video show, and I think she is pregnant by Simon, because I think they probably were gonna try and be on the show and do the whole pregnancy thing on the show, Ava did, having her pregnancy on the show, giving birth. There's different events you can do with that to stay relevant, show another side of your family. They have all those kids. I think that was the plan, but I think got in trouble. This will be the second, or the third time that we've had them have Porsha's had a threesome on the show. So, but there was something going on weird with Apollo and her and Kenya. There was something weird going on there. And then we had the whole Bolo situation, and now we have this one. So threesomes are not out of the clear for Porsha. So I think that's what happened. Porsha had the good, and now Simon's gonna be on child support. So, all right, that's all. Bye.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna take one more call. Grandma Scary. Hey. Grandma Scary, you're on mute. There we go.
Okay. All right. All this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I got the tea. Falynn is pregnant. She is a surrogate for yes, it's all alleged. She is a surrogate for Porsha, and the baby is the boy. And his name is going to be Eeyore. And that's the tea.
That's your comic relief, Grandma Scary.
Yes, that's the tea. Grandma, I got it.
Thank you so much. What? See, this is the problem when you post this link. People just call in with whatever they want to say, which we appreciate and we find funny. But I don't believe that. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We have over 900 some people watching this video. I appreciate you being here on the channel. Don't forget, here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the video I'm about to post and any other videos that we're posting. Don't forget, we have a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, available right now. Get a snack. I have to say, I listened back to my conversation with Up and Adam and Jason, and I could listen to them all day. They were so revealing, and we even weighed in on some of that Real Housewives of Potomac battle that was going on between Jason and Chris Bassett. We talked about that. We talked about his Falynn interview, since we're talking about Falynn. For those that are just joining us, we were talking about this whole Falynn pregnancy rumor and this alleged plot between Falynn and Simon to get on reality TV. If you're watching this afterwards, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, we will be citing our sources in the description of this video after the live. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to everyone that gave a super chat. And shout out to everyone that just was a part of the conversation. Look, I could literally be here right now talking to myself, but I love seeing what everyone is saying here in the chat. I appreciate, even if you disagree, I appreciate the conversation. At least you were respectful in your disagreement. That's what makes the world go round. Let's continue to disagree and have a civil conversation in the comment section. Thank you to everyone that joined us this afternoon. A video will be coming in probably the next half hour. I just got to do a thumbnail, y'all. And that's all about Cynthia Bailey and Kenya and the Real Housewives All-Stars, aka Vacation Series, what we can expect from that, and why Cynthia is calling out Luann, Kyle Richards, and her BFF, her good friend, Kenya Moore. where we're going to talk all about it in my next video. Be sure to check that out. And don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. I appreciate, shout out to my mods. I know, look, especially when we never know how many people are going to show up. Thank you for being here, mods. Shout out to you guys. Have a wonderful afternoon. Happy Pride. And I will see you guys hopefully not too soon.